Man, I don't know what's going on with the laptop. I really don't understand what's happening with the laptop, man. Like I said before, man, I'm gonna have to reboot my whole computer once again. I really think because with me doing music, I still do music, so like a lot of my stuff on my computer is just music based, and I got a lot of uh just it's a lot of things that goes into making music and with doing video production. You know what I mean? You got to have a lot of RAM, you got to have a lot of space on your computer. uh and it's about that time for me to go ahead and really just get a new computer as well. Like, I'm gonna still keep the one that I got because this thing done lasted for a long time. I just think it's time to go ahead and get a new one. And if anybody know how to, reboot computers and know that technical part of the computers and all that, man, y'all let me know. uh I definitely need that done. But yeah, this Northwestern thing is just it's just really disturbing, and it's really bothers me to even continue to even speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I truly do. I truly do hate the fact that the victim gotta go through this whole situation. And I don't know, I think he's anonymous, I don't remember his name. And for those who watching, I had to go live on my phone. Computer is totally tripping. I don't know what the deal is, but anyway, yeah. So basically, y'all gonna see it. Y'all will see it for yourself. But Pat Fisher, the coach over there at Northwestern, he basically came out denying everything, saying he had no involvement. If it did happen, he had no involvement. Some of the staff and players also came out speaking about it, saying that that's not their culture. That's not what they're about. That's not what they. That's just not what they are into over there. So you know I was trying to say it in my lives, my last two lives that I was trying to do that. I believe there's some truth to it. I believe that there is truth to it. Uh, I hate to make a victim feel like they're lying, so I'm not gonna sit here and play like as if the victim is lying or the victim is not telling the truth about what they saying. But who knows? You know what I mean. But I'm just not gonna be the one that's gonna make the victim feel like they're a liar. I'm just fully disgusted with that. You know what I mean. Like, I'm not anti gay or homophobic or anything like that, but I do not subscribe to that type of lifestyle whatsoever. That's they on their side doing what they do, and I'm over here doing what I do. So shout out to the victim, man, for coming out and speaking his piece about it. Even though I think he want to be anonymous. I didn't see his name. Maybe y'all know who it is or what player it is. If you do, let me know down in the comment section. But I don't know exactly who the player is. I just know that he's an ex-player, and he came out and he spoke about it. You know what I mean? But and then just to think, like, the head coach Pat Fitzgerald, he had they said in the article that he had some type of clap, like he would clap over the player's head. I guess if the player wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing, he would clap over his head and let the other signal to the other players, like, yeah, he is, yeah, go ahead and strap him down. You know what I'm saying? It's time for him to get hazed. And I'm like, wow, like, this is what they doing? Like, if it is true, like, what part of the game is that? You know what I'm saying? What type of rituals, or I just never understood them type of things. These little homosexual games that's being played, on the football field, or in the locker rooms. Like, I know as kids, man, we did a lot of things that can be considered at this day and age as being suspect. We done did a whole lot of things, but we wouldn't do certain things like what the ex-player, Northwestern player, is saying now. We wouldn't do these type of things. I don't never remember being in the locker room pulling pants down. Well, we used to do shit like that, pull your pants down, whatever, whatever. But it was never a situation where it was, it was, some type of a homosexual thing. You know what I mean? And this player coming out, so that's what it's seeming like. They saying sexual accusations. You know what I mean? So like I just think that's the craziest thing ever to see something like this. You know what I mean? And I hate it for the victim that he had to even go through this. Because as a male man, a lot of times, man, as men, when sexual acts is getting done on men, whether it's in the home or wherever, a lot of times men, they like to say that women don't like to speak out when they getting raped or whatever the case may be, but men definitely don't like to speak out when something is, is being done to him by another male. You know what I mean? It's very hard for men to come out and speak on it. And I commend that guy for even, stepping up to the plate, because if it is going on, hopefully, with him coming out, go dogs, go dogs. I'm glad you back, brother. I'm glad you back, man. I had to get back in it. But anyway, hopefully, if it is true, this incident can kind of shine light, on this program to help it, clean it up, help clean it up. Because at the end of the day, um, it shouldn't be tolerated at all. It shouldn't be tolerated on no male or female, regardless if it's the football team or not. You know what I mean? Nobody should have to go through this. Being strapped down. Did you see the article? Go dogs. Did you see the article, bro? Being strapped down and doing God knows what to the player. You know what I'm saying? And the staff was saying that it wasn't like that. It wasn't. And I understand that the media can definitely. Oh, you didn't see it? Yeah, man. They said that Coach Pat Fitzgerald basically would clap over the player head. I guess in practice or whatever the case, he would clap over his head to signal like, hey, he's the one that need to go and get hazed or whatever, and get. I don't know what what I'm saying. They not really going in detail on exactly what's happening, like as far as the sexual act. You know what I mean? But like I say, man, I feel for victims that go through them situations. I know a lot of, victims that of sexual harassment, you know what I mean? I don't want to keep saying the R word on YouTube, but I know a lot of people that's victims of this whole situation, you know what I mean? That's why I'm glad mine at UGA. Facts, 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 facts. And it could happen anywhere. It could literally happen anywhere. But, I just don't see Georgia as being that type of program, having that type of culture over there. Like I said, I don't know much about Northwestern. You know what I mean? I don't know a lot about them. I just know that seeing this article, it does shine light. So if that guy is telling the truth, and hopefully he's not, how people, they'll say anything, make accusations, just crying out, for attention. But I just hope this ain't the case, and I'm not gonna be the one to say that that's what's going on. Even if it happened at Georgia, I will not make it seem as oh yeah, he lying, bro. He ain't nobody done this. Yeah, man, you never know what happens. He could be crying wolf. He could be, but you never know what actually has happened. So what you said. I can't see Kirby allowing that type of. Yeah, right. Me either, man. Me either, man. I don't see that happening. I don't see that at all. I feel as if sometimes you can't control what happened with these players, because a lot of times the coaches it's not in the locker room. You know what I mean? You have people that's in the locker room pretty much monitoring the players and trying to make sure everything is going accordingly. But a lot of times they don't have somebody watching them. You know what I mean? So it's just they doing whatever in the locker room. But I wouldn't expect them to be doing no stuff like this. You know what I mean? Strapping them down. That's what when I seen that, like strapping them down, holding them down type of situation. I was like, what? That sound like American History X or something like that. You know what I'm saying? that sound like a scene off American History X. If you ever seen that movie, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like that. This crazy, man. It's crazy. Like I was trying to say in my live, man. football is something that we got to keep sacred. Football is something that brings people from all races and all kinds of walks of life together, and we want to keep it that way. Yeah, we know that even in the NFL and college football or whatever the case, that players do things, get put in jail. They, saying sexual accusations, even murder. We've seen that, true enough. But coming from a college standpoint, like, these are young players. A lot of the of course, the NFL player guys, they're adults, so whatever they do, they gotta hold themselves accountable for it. You know what I mean? But these are college players. These are young guys. You know what I mean? So it's like, to hear something like this is it's sad. It's real sad, man. And I hope, like I say, I hope this shines some light on what's going on at Northwestern. You know what I mean? What's going on with Georgia though, man? What's the latest? What's the latest? And what's the latest on UGA, man? It ain't really nothing I've been seeing lately though. Outside of the Northwestern thing, I hadn't really seen too much of nothing with Georgia. Outside of Marquise, uh, the Marquise guy. I can't remember his last name, but I was easily Marquise easily. Outside of him, man, it looked like that offensive line for 2024, 2025. Man, it looked like that thing gonna be dominating. Like, these boys, ain't nobody no shorter than 6'7", and ain't nobody no smaller than 300 pounds. This man Carson Beck gonna have a little, but you know what though? It makes perfect sense to why Kirby is going so hard on that offensive line, because you got to understand, Carson is not a mobile quarterback, so we gonna need that cushion. We gonna need that protection. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that they are making that type of an adjustment when it comes to the offensive line, because if he's gonna sit in the pocket. Yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody trying to get somebody. You know what I'm saying? But you know who my main focus is. You know what I mean? And it's. But like I say, it makes a lot of sense on why they getting these big body offensive line players, bro. Because Carson Beck may just come back next season. He probably will. He probably will. I'm not gonna say that he's gonna do great this season. I think he would do well. I think he would do very well. I got a lot of faith in Carson. Y'all already know I'm Team Beck. I'm Team Carson. You know what I mean? Until he show me something different. Now, if he get in there and be a complete dud, then it is what it is. But at the same time, to form that type of big body line around him, it's gonna be perfect for him. Because we've seen a lot of players that were pocket passers, and they were great quarterbacks, even with being a pocket passer. Now we know this new generation, majority of quarterbacks are mobile. Like, if you look into the NFL, even in the NFL, most quarterbacks in the NFL are mobile. You know what I mean? Most of them. To be real with you, I would say majority of quarterbacks in the NFL are mobile, and they can move around. And Carson can do a little bit, but Carson is not gonna. He's not gonna be doing all that shaking and baking, and nah, that's not gonna be Carson Lane right there. He pro style, so it's like he gonna sit in that pocket and make. I think he's gonna be a great decision maker. I can see that definitely in him. I can see. I don't know, man. I can see him doing some good things. Like I said, I don't know if he's gonna be great, but I can definitely see him doing some good things. Hopefully, we ain't got no craziness, no other craziness going on at Georgia. I just seen somebody else had a situation. Can't remember off head. Somebody else had like some type of. They was What's up with the racing, man? I don't get that, bro. I don't get the speed and the racing, and I don't get that, But at least that's something minor, man. That's something minor. These guys got a lot of time to grow. They are kids, you know what I'm saying? They are still 18, 19. These are young dudes. They got a lot of time to grow. I'm just glad that this ain't no Northwestern situation. You know what I'm saying? Because I would be devastated if I knew my guys was out there tying guys up to tables, bending him over, and doing all kind of weird stuff to him. You know what I mean? I would be highly devastated. You know what I'm saying? I swear I would be highly devastated to see something like that coming from UGA. I highly doubt Kirby would even allow that. Even though, like I said before, Kirby got a he got a lot of work to do as well with Georgia, with all of these players going through these legal issues, and it's like over and over. We seeing this over and over. But like I said before, if you think about it, most of the trouble players are the most dependable players. All you got to do is just try to give them some type of structure, keep them guys in line, keep these guys motivated to play football. And I know a lot of these guys like to have fun. Sometimes doing the worst stuff is having fun. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like when I was younger, we used to do the worst type of things to have fun. We used to throw rocks at cars. We used to, what I'm saying, burn stuff up in fields or in the woods. We used to do all kind of stuff for fun, man. And that was when I was a lot younger than these guys. But you gotta understand, these guys, all they do is play football. So the little bit of fun that they do have, I guess, to us it'll look stupid, but to them it's actual fun. You know what I mean? It's actually fun going out there racing. I don't condone it. I don't condone it at all. But at the same time, I understand where, these guys wanting to, spread their wings and let loose. But then you gotta tone it down. Jarvis Jones mentoring my son. Really? Jarvis Jones? Okay. Who's your son again? Who's your son again? I think you said it once before, in a live. I think you said it once before. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I really see 2024, 2025, either one of those 2 years, we definitely winning the natty. We definitely got that, you know what I mean? We got the recruiting game on lock. So y'all know we number one coming in to 2024. You already know that. That is something that Darius Smith outside linebacker. Okay. Okay, that's what's up. Okay. And he gonna tell you what's going on at Georgia. I'm sure Darius gonna tell you what's happening at Georgia, and we ain't got no rituals or no clown stuff going on over there. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of things happening over there, but not this strapping players down. You know what I mean? And we ain't doing that over there, man. Georgia, we don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a lot of things that we have heard from Georgia players. You know what I'm saying? But that Northwestern thing, bro, like that's the most disturbing. Like, bro, you know how much stuff ran. That's why I said I know how the media gonna go crazy on this thing, because when it comes to something like this, sexual acts, man, a person mind and imagination gonna go crazy, especially when you don't give details. When you don't give details on what's going on, people gonna make all kind of speculations. They gonna make all kind of speculations. Have you wondering like what being hazed, and then for the coach to supposedly clap over somebody over your head. So you sitting there like, oh man, it's my time. They done clapped over. I would hate to get a clap over my head. Hey, and this ain't a funny matter, but I like to try to bring some type of joy to a matter. But yeah, I would hate that. Hey, don't. Hey, I'm doing my assignment. Don't you know what I'm saying? I'm doing everything 100% right. I ain't nah, bro. We not doing that, man. We not doing that. I don't think they should have that going on, man. Like I said, man, it could be the guy could be calling out for attention for whatever reason. Maybe he wasn't a starter. Maybe he I don't know what could have happened. They're just saying an ex Northwestern player. That's all I'm hearing. Like I said, he may want to be. I'm sure he want to be anonymous. When you coming out with information like this, I'm sure you want to be anonymous. You know what I mean? The program obviously probably know who you are, but the media, for them to put his information out like that, I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Eventually, we'll find out, but right now, nah, I highly think they'll put his name out there like that. You know what I mean? Like I say, um, victims of sexual acts, man. I don't play around with that. I did try to poke a little fun or whatever, laugh or whatever. But when it comes to stuff like that with these young boys, man, I don't play around at all. You know what I'm saying? I got a son myself, so like to see something like that, or to hear about something like that. Now I don't play around with stuff like that. You know what I mean? And like I said, I hope it's bring a lot of attention to Northwestern. You know, the coach Pat Fitzgerald. You know, he was suspended without pay. Um, is that enough? Is that enough for y'all suspended without pay? Um, well, you know, to be honest, I think it's enough for right now because we don't know what actually happened. You know what I mean? So I do think it's enough for right now. He should be suspended without pay for right now. But I do think that, you know, they really need to investigate this situation. It is under investigation right now. Um, but yeah, man. Back to Georgia. Like I was saying, back to Georgia, man. Cause you know, a lot of people. It's a lot of talk around Georgia. You know, a lot of people outside of me has been covering Georgia and covering the players, and you know, and I thank y'all for that. You know what I mean? For putting us, you know, on the forefront, and you know, getting these teams feared. Cause when them dogs come, you already know you better jump that fence or either get bit. Cause we biting down. You know what I'm saying? And we only getting better, baby. We only getting better. This year, man, I could see this year just being like I would say like a trial and error type of season. I'm just gonna say that right now, and I only say that because of our quarterback. But I can see 2024, 2025 natty all day, natty all day. I don't care nothing about no other program. Georgia will see another natty, if not this season, next season or 2025. We will see another natty. For all you naysayers and all you people out there that's speculating, and oh, my team doing this, oh, our team doing that. Nah, y'all know what time it is with Georgia, baby. We coming, man. Three-peat coming. Hey, I feel it too, though, bro. I feel it too. I just really do feel like it's a trial and the error, though. I feel like, you know, the only reason is because, like I say, the quarterback, and that's why I feel like, you know, we got to really see what Carson going to do. We got to really put that energy behind Carson. We got to really show Carson that love coming from the dog fans. We got to, because, you know, they be playing like they don't see what's going on. They know what's going on. We noticed it with Carson. You know what I'm saying? His second year starting or whatever. We seen it with him. You know what I mean? Said some special stuff going on in after trust. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel it. I feel it, man. Your son is out there, so I know you got that info. You know what I mean? But I definitely feel it. You know, I know how Kirby do though. You know, Kirby not gonna give out too much information on what's going on in Athens. And that's a good thing. We don't need everybody knowing, you know, our blueprint and what we got going on. So, you know, it's a good thing. It keeps us wondering and guessing as fans. True enough. You know what I mean? But at the same time, why give out all information? You know what I mean? Ain't no point of doing that. That's gonna make these other teams, you know, feel like they can compete, in which they can't compete. You know what I'm saying? 15-0. You already know. 15-0 once again. If not 15-0, I say 14-1. You know what I'm saying? Well, 15. Yeah, what? Yeah, 15, 14-1. Yeah, man. Y'all already know who it is and what it is, man. I tried to come, like I say, man, that whole the live on my laptop, man. I apologize for that. I be trying to clean my laptop all the time, but I think it's about that time. I think I had it since 2017, so it's probably about that time for me to go ahead and get a new one. But I love, you know, I'm one of them types that love my laptop. I love, you know, all of the stuff that I got on it. But I also do music, and with the whole video editing things like that stuff comes with a lot of putting a lot of stress onto a computer. So I think I need to just run off of 2 computers. So I appreciate y'all for coming in and then watching the live. I appreciate you for trying to watch the last live. Yeah, shout out to all the D4L, shout out to all the dogs. And hopefully, you know, they get the situation over there at Northwestern rectified, man. And y'all already know who it is and what it is, man, baby. We out, baby. Stay tuned for the new content I'm gonna have coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get more with the content. You know, come harder with the content. Y'all already know once the season starts, there's gonna be hella content. So yeah, man, y'all already know who it is and what it is, baby. I'm out.